Hey, yo, what's happening? Back to talk about another episode of The Shy. So this is season 3, episode 6. Woo woo woo. And man, you know what happened last episode? Keisha finally got free. She was out. She was out. All she had to do was just take off running. You a track star. You had it. She drops to her knees. Oh, thank you, Jesus, right outside the door. Dog. Man, that is crazy. But so this episode, she starts off, man, she reminiscing. It's Kev's birthday. So you seeing what they do yearly. She takes him out for pancakes and stuff. That's their routine. And so she thinking about that, man. On this day, we finally get to see the killer face. So somebody sent me a video, and I think they showed him on other episodes, like just as like a teaser or something. That, oh, if you was paying attention, you seen him in episodes before. But I didn't watch the videos. It's not like he was a major person or anything. But I think if you do watch the season, he has shown his face before. I could be wrong, because I didn't watch the video. Ronnie actually finds the killer's house. You see at the end of the last episode, he's like, Keisha, is that you? So it was Keisha. But he waits until the next day. And so he knocking on the door and stuff. You like, oh, Ronnie found the house. So he goes upstairs. He's like, man, I just need to use your bathroom and stuff. Dog. Ronnie gets in the house. He goes up the stairs. Keisha can hear him plain as day, walking upstairs. She hears somebody right over her. How is that so audible? But when he's using the bathroom, they have a vent right there. Leads directly to down where she is at. It's right there. Ah, somebody help. He faintly hears it, but he like, my mom must be playing tricks on me or something. Dog. The kidnapper heard it. The kidnapper heard it, but Ronnie couldn't hear it. Right at the vent, he gets down. They got a tea kettle. So he thinking it's a tea kettle or something. You heard it that night that led you to that house. You get in that house. You hear something that seems suspicious, but nah. But to give him a little bit of bail, if he would have pressed the situation any longer, he probably wouldn't have made it out there alive, because homeboy had a trophy. He was about to bust his head open with the trophy and stuff. It was classic like scary movie tactics or something, like the little movie Fatal Affair. Omar Epps did the same thing. He was in the kitchen and the homegirl was walking towards the back. But she ended up turning around so he didn't stab her. Like, that's such a stereotypical movie thing to do. Emmett is out helping Tiff with her business because one of his schemes has not worked again with his cooking business and stuff. So he out there, she trying to get in the dispensaries and stuff. She got to get her stash together. Emmett is always the hustler. So he like, yo man, why we can't get a discount, man? She doing all this and that. They like, yo, you gonna have to get up out of here. Turns out Brandon's cousin is the dude that owns it. So he been had a little paper because he had loaned Brandon some money for Brandon to get his first little truck or whatever. So he been had a little change, but we didn't know at that level because he got a nice establishment. Hey, say what you want about him. He isn't a successful hustler, but he is a hustler. And he like, yo man, we could do this and that. And they have the connection. They know each other. So he did actually come up with a good plan this time. Or he actually did some positivity towards like helping Tiff with her business in this scenario. So that's a good little thing for Emmett, man. Him and Tiff trying to get their little relationship. They trying, But he got to get his own hustle or whatever. The food business, I never liked him with the food business, but I don't know how they're gonna do that because Lala, I'm pretty sure they want to keep her on the show. But what is gonna happen with like Emmett and Lala or something? Will they continue to try to do their food business for Lala to stay on the show? Will he go on a different path? Because that was Brandon's path, man. I don't like that Emmett is going on the food path because that wasn't his lane. Like, he was the shoe dude and stuff like this. So I don't know. Keisha abductor says why? Oh yeah, we see like the backstory. Like he like, oh, so you tried to get me caught up in this and that. You know why I took you? You remind me of my first crush from back in the days, and she had hair just like yours, but she rejected me. And the thing about it, she rejected him, and then she became a hoe pretty much. She got fat, ended up having all kind of babies and stuff. So he like, I'm trying to save you. He thinks he's doing a good thing. He's trying to save her from going down that same path. But he abducts her and got her locked in the basement and stuff. And he ends up cutting a lot of her. I thought he was about to cut her hair bald, but he just cut like a little bit and stuff. He was just cutting it, and she just... I hate that. I'm like, I wish Ronnie would have found her, or she would have got away last. They will stretch this. They will stretch this to the season finale. I know they will. I know it's classical TV stuff. Well, we gotta have our storyline. Dog. We will be happy if episode 6 or something, this episode, you would have let her be free. In the other episodes could have been them trying to catch the killer, or trying to catch a kidnapper, or going to court or something. Like, but just stretching it. When Ronnie heard it that night, they stretching the hell out of this. They're stretching the hell out of this, man. That's pissing me off. I hate whenever something is unnecessarily stretched. To me, that is lazy writing. I don't like that. Don't stretch it just for the sake of stretching it to feel like your quota of episodes. I don't like that. So we see Duda, they chilling. They see on the TV, his own mother is on there talking about, my son shouldn't be mad. He ain't nothing. So we kind of see why he messed up. He messed up because his mother messed him up. Like, she's crazy. So that's why he's kind of crazy, and he got that crazy ass temper. So I kind of understand. Tiff and Emmett, they end up going to one of her clients, and she ends up being this cancer patient. But she is a psychic. So she can't pay. She can't pay. She like, I'll trade you. I'll give you a reading. And Tiff feels bad for her. She's like, all right. So in her reading, she sees that Emmett, he's not going to be loyal or something. Her coochie can't provide the services that his penis needs, because that is who he is. He's just a player. He like his father. And so Daddy is trying to put a winch in their relationship. So he like, I'm never going to cheat on you, baby. You know I love you and this and that. But it is a little foreshadowing. I think that might lead to like probably Lala. I think Lala might test their relationship at some point if she comes back in the picture. Jake and Trig out there shooting ball. The only thing I like about this scene that it was of mention, because he like, well, punch me. And he hit him. He like, that's a good one. I might not be your Superman, but I'm not gonna be your punching bag. In Trig, he like, look, you want to stay with me or not? He needs some money. He needs capital and stuff for him to be able to get his brother. He gonna have to need lawyers and stuff because he got to go against Duda. And Duda is a powerful man in the city. Reg end up having some money stashed away and stuff. But Jake is like, Reg ain't got no money, man. Reg was always broke. But I don't see how Reg was always broke when Reg was the leader of like his faction of the gang. Yeah, he reported to Duda and stuff, but he still was the leader of their little stuff. So I know he had a little bit of paper. Ronnie takes his grandmother out to her old club and stuff, man. So that's nice. He take her out on the town. So she goes to her old establishment. She used to own the old juke joint. So now it's like a male strip club. A little thing that you notice on here, I see one of the strippers. That was the dude that was doing the massages. He massaged Jada. Well, did more than massage her, but he works there as well. So we see her go, where you brought me to, Ronnie? Well, this was your place. Well, I'll take you out. No, you got some money, baby. So Miss Ethel a fool. So that was a nice little thing. And then you see later on in the episode, like she's talking to everybody. She talking about like back in the days and giving the youth a speech and everything. And everybody is just transfixed on Miss Ethel. Like she was a big personality in the city. And she was a very special lady in the city at that time. So I like that Ronnie took his grandma out, man. That was a very good scene. And it made the end of this episode hurt way more. Kevin is out for his birthday, but he's not really feeling it too much, man. He trying to be with his homeboys and stuff, but he's out with Gemma. He like, man, she called her crazy friends, her old uptight friends, where my boys at and stuff. And then he overhears them speaking of his sister. And he doesn't like that. He don't want nobody to feel sorry for him and stuff. And he feels that somebody else must have spilled the beans. But it ends up being Gemma is the one that says something. So he finds that out. And he like, why would you do that? Why would you betray me and stuff? So that is their first spat. So back to Trig and Jake. They do end up finding Red stash. It ends up being in an old crib. It's in the wall. And Trig was kind of using Jake as bait. Duda does want to kill him. They was tagging him the whole time. So he ends up getting the jump on homeboy and beating him. And Jake is like, man, you ain't no better than us so-and-so, man. Look, you was using me the whole time. He like, look, you need to make up your mind. Because I got this money now. You want to come stay with me, or do you want to stay with homeboy? And I don't know what he going to do, but I know on previews you see them standing on the porch and waving. I don't know if they had that scene yet. I don't remember it, but I know I seen it on the previews. So I think Duda is going to use Jake as like a political ploy or something. So I think Jake might want to, it's probably going to make him feel special. Jake, he's not a bad kid. He just wants attention. He wants to feel loved or whatever. And he's leaning into like Duda and Duda giving him that attention he always desired. But Duda ain't no good role model, dog. Keisha got to call Kev. Like, she touched homeboy's hand. She like, can I do one favor? And so what she ended up doing is, her favor is she wanted to call Kevin. So she called Kevin, but from a block number, and she just got to hear his voice. But she wasn't able to speak to him. And the end of the episode, they end up, Kevin rushes back to his house, man. Him and Gemma got into it. He goes back home, and they have the surprise party for him. And he finally gets his pancakes and this and that. And Kev, what do you wish for? So he blows out the candles. And of course he wished for a sister. So I'm pretty sure that's what he wished for. So man, I hope that ends up happening. Something I brushed over it. But in this episode before that happens, Ronnie brings his grandmother back to the house. Dog. And she's so happy. She had her night, and she felt like herself. And she's like, oh, it's cold in here, baby. Oh, grandma, I got you. I'm gonna get you a blanket. And so he turns around and grabs her blanket. And man, he puts it over her. And she dies right there. Dog. That's crazy how we get into these TV shows with these imaginary characters, people that we don't know, and you get so attached to them. Like Miss Ethel, we done been with her through her ups and downs, and her going there with Jada and Ronnie, and her tripping and doing all this, her getting beat down, in etc. Her putting a battery in his back to find Keisha. And to see her die on the screen like that in front of Ronnie, and Ronnie already been through hell and back. And how will this affect his life? But he starts sobbing like that. I start bawling. I start bawling like a little bitch. I cried. I cried. That hurt. That hurt right there. So that was of mention. They gotta hurry up and get the Keisha thing solved, man. They have like 3 episodes left. 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, 4 episodes left. Dog. They gotta get this under control. Somebody gotta save her. Somebody, Ronnie, get on the case. Save this young lady. Cause I'm tired of this shit. God damn it. Oh, another thing on the episode, I like Papa little relationship with homegirl, and he's such a little gentleman. I like Papa. Papa is, come when we gonna go public? Oh, I don't want to do. People gonna be in our business and stuff. It must be something else. It must be something else, cause you know she in the crib. She got a bunch of little brothers and sisters and stuff to take care of. So maybe her mama might beat her or something. Be like, you ain't bringing no babies around here. Papa, another thing about Papa in this episode, like he's questioning his faith because he has seen his father doing some underhand stuff with the potential mayor taking money. And speaking of the potential mayor, we see Duda kind of throw her under the bus because she did throw him under the bus with the mama situation. So he has a recording of her saying the stuff about the churches. So that's interesting. But this was a good episode. This is a good episode. They just stretching the Keisha thing out too long, man. But not gonna be too long-winded. Like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest or the most hated, man. Let's end this Keisha thing. Save Keisha. Lena Waithe, please. Peace.